let's move to some true crimes.
Bring your fresh crime.
Pickle on out.
We're gonna get this shit done.
Welcome back to the Open Mic Podcast. This week, as always, it's me and Jason. Say what's up, Jason.
What up?
And we got very special guests, the goddamn John Hamm of Mad Men. We got John Stringer. What's up, John?
What's going on, Mike? Thanks for having me. Jason, pleasure to meet you. Brand new friend.
Yeah. Glad you came out, dude. Thanks for coming out and belittling yourself to being on this. And I can't wait to get that message on Facebook from you saying, hey, don't air that. So I'm pretty excited about that.
We'll see how I hold it together.
You're
out here a little bit from where I am.
Yeah, it's a ride, man.
I'm out there like Benbrook, Fort Worth area.
Well, that's way out there. Yeah, that's the land of a MAGA fucking flags.
But it was worth it. Yeah, genuinely.
MAGA flagga. Yeah.
There's this one house in the neighborhood that we used to live in that has a rebel flag posted up in their most prominent front-facing window of their house. And I have wanted to slingshot that motherfucker like every single day.
See, I see houses like that, and I always think, in my mind, I start laughing because I think, but what if that black dude's bringing you some DoorDash? You ain't going to fucking turn him away. You still want that pasta, don't you?
You want that pasta.
Yeah, you still want them bread.
Hey, roll up that flag curtain right quick. Roll up that flag curtain. Yeah.
Oh, shit, Kiki's here. Roll that up. I still want some KFC, too.
I want to spit free Jimmy John's.
But yeah, hey, dude, I've been wondering, how long have you been doing comedy? How long have you been in the stand-up game?
It will be 9 years in September.
9 years.
So I started on my 30th birthday. I'll be turning 39, so yeah, 9 years on this coming September.
And I've always wondered, how long into that was it before you started headlining, like, frequently or consistently?
I think a year and a half in, I was supporting myself fully on stand-up income, but that was a mix of host, feature, headliner. And that means host in an A club, feature in a BC club, headline in a bar where no one really cares much for what's happening on the stage.
I've done a lot of those.
Oh, we've been forged in the same bullshit.
I went to Kentucky, sorry to cut you off, but I went to Kentucky a week before everything shut down. Me and another guy drove to Kentucky to do a two-man show. I headlined for 4 people up in the hills in this creepy hotel, bar, lounge, whatever. They gave us free rooms.
When you say the hills.
The hills. Like, you look outside, and they're the hills. Like,
they got eyes out in the hills.
And you can see them. They're peeking over, like, what you got over there? But no, I drove, and not enough money to drive to Kentucky for, but I still did it. Headline, and they're like, oh, no one shut up. We'll pay you. You guys don't have to perform. I'm like, look. I staked my life on this for the last 4 days. I'll take your $150, and I'm still going to do a show, and I'll shorten it down. And since I indulged myself, I still do like 50 minutes.
I like that.
Yeah.
You've probably heard enough comedy bullshit on this show to not be interesting. I'm speaking to Jason, by the way, people listening. Going back to Mike.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no, so it may not interest you at all, but I feel like
I've got a couple emails to send while you get into this.
No. Every time as a comedian you perform, you are auditioning to come back. So it doesn't matter how many are in the room, 7 or 700 or 7,000. Give them the exact same energy, enthusiasm, focus, that sort of shit.
Well, that's good. That's good practice.
When you do have 17 in a not perfect scenario in the middle of fucking nowhere, I had a similar scenario with San Antonio. I think I had only headlined once or twice to the lunatics that were allowing me to do so. The thing is, what I'm proud about, I didn't headline myself first, which a lot of comedians do. I'll never fucking do that. At any rate.
What do you mean by headline yourself first?
Where your first headline is you putting the show together.
I didn't do that either. I waited until someone else did.
And I don't care if you did, then fucking shame on you, but also kick ass. Who gives a shit? I'm just saying personally.
You're pioneering your way.
Yeah.
I just didn't want the back talk of people and I know that they probably wouldn't say anything to me because I'm a dick, but I didn't want people around be like, oh, of course he's headlines his show. I always made someone else headline, and I'll take the duty of hosting. I'll go up first, and I'll make sure to keep the flow of the show. Because if I book the show, I want it to be good.
Yeah.
And it is. It really is. And some people don't understand. There's a lot of work, and there's a lot of little tricks and things that you have to do because hosting is a job. It's not just you get to perform. Your job is to keep the show going, and it's not your show. You have to understand this isn't your show, but it is your show.
Yep.
But you had something to say a second ago, did we?
I'm still working on this email I'm sending.
Oh, okay. Now, come back to Jason after he emails Jason's Deli for fucking his order up.
Fucking one time I was, like I said, I wasn't headlining yet. I was given 15 minutes on this show. Do you know Jay LaFar in San Antonio?
Yeah, I know Jay.
And I think like Larry Garza and a few good comics, but it was years back, and there were 10 people in the room. This is at the one in the River Center Comedy.
How many were employees of the location?
8.
10 had to be in the showroom to say yes to the show. But we made 10, and we were splitting the money like 5 ways, and it was just a bullshit night. So nobody wanted to stay. Jay LaFar was like, hey, you want to headline to me? And I was only scheduled to do 15. I said, fuck yeah, there's only 10. They're sitting in the front row. I did 58 minutes. They loved it. I gave them everything I had. 2 couples gave me $100 tips.
Nice.
And then one couple came up and asked if I would do
his wife
a show. Another 100.
He answered faster than you asked. Yes.
I'd be down.
Sir, I already
200
did.
I just made, so it's a wash.
Sir, I just did.
Yeah. But then I got to do a show at their like vow renewals for $1,000.
Wow.
So
that's a hit, right? That's a lick right
point
there.
to you is just you genuinely never know who's watching.
You don't know who your customer is. That goes back to sales.
Ever.
You don't know who your customer is.
Never.
Yeah.
And God, what I know. So I just had to try it. This is some sleazy shit. I had to sell cars because I thought I would be good at it. I know a shitload about cars. But I didn't know if I could sell it and do the unethical thing, so I just used honesty as my way. I did it for 3 months and fucking crushed it. Mm-hmm. And for 3 months, I never made less than $5 or $6 grand, which was just like pow, pow, pow. I was good at it. Too many hours, but it was by addressing the female almost, not exclusively, but I'd say like 70-30.
Yeah.
Just informative, nothing more than just addressing that you understand what I'm talking about, so I'm not going to talk down.
Yeah, not assuming that she doesn't.
Yeah, not
trying to doll it up, not putting any lipstick on it.
Not at all, because I believe it's a statistic, which are garbage, but it's like 80% of all purchases are influenced by women. So whether it's them buying it or them in the background saying, "Babe, buy it." It's a...
And about 100% of men won't buy anything unless their wife's like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm one of those. For
I gotta
sure.
clear it.
And I get it. I've been in a relationship.
In my sales field, it's
you
know, if I make them like me enough because of my brutal honesty, is what usually determines the sale for me, you know. And I have a really nonchalant attitude about it and indifferent. I'm just like, hey, it is what it is. Take it or leave it. That's how it is. But I'm going to point everything out you need to know because I would rather tell you the truth and lose your business than lie to you to get it and have a problem later.
Boom. He uses that at work.
He does.
That's part of his
I used to work with Jason. I did really well there, too, because I just lied and didn't answer the phone when problems came. That's it. So much easier just to block their number.
I'm panicking a little. What do I do with anxiety? Oh, I don't address it.
Yeah, I don't. I go sit in my car and smoke a bowl and then block their number.
I think everyone should have to have, if not both experiences, you should have to have one job in sales and one industry job that involves tipping.
Absolutely.
I think that should be mandatory and a requirement.
I think to understand the world,
in the front yard.
Before you got here, we were just having that same conversation. Sorry to cut you off, but I believe that too. I think even just alone working somewhere where you accept tips as your payment, I think that would do wonders for a lot of people. You okay there? I'm sorry. I have to call it out. Jason just sneezed into his backpack. And I applaud your safety. Thank you, sir.
Yes, I did it for the concern of my fellow man.
But the thing is,
he's wearing 2 shirts. He could have thrown it under 1 or 2 layers.
Yeah, but the thing is, like,
that's gonna wipe all the curve off if I do that shit.
JanSport took the full force.
No. Let me get to that point. That's not a JanSport. Jason, y'all can't see this because we're not filming it. Jason's actually kind of bougie and he likes nice things. He just sneezed into a Coach backpack that he's kept pristine for the 1 year he's had it. I've seen it and it looks the same as he got it on day 1. And he just fucking sneezed into it for our safety. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that.
That's care and concern.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That was very nice. And hilarious to watch.
I wish I had a friend that would do that for me.
Oh, yeah, because I just would have sneezed all over the table.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Yeah. No, I'll turn. Let's now do the vampire sneezer cough. I like to pretend I'm a vampire. That's why I go in people's houses so they invite me.
If I need to fart, I'm going to the rest stop 17 miles.
I can already tell you Mike's been farting the whole time since we've been sitting here.
I'm a ninja. You will never smell or hear my fart unless I want you to.
Oh.
Yeah, in the car, I could ride with you from here to New York. You wouldn't even know I've been farting constantly since Arkansas.
You'll finally have one smelly one like towards the end. You'd be like, "Oh, bro, you farted," and you're like, "I farted the whole time."
I'd be like, if you think this is the fart that I let out,
that's a hell of a pitch to other comics when you want to start doing more touring.
Yeah.
When you grab two other comics that you guys are all on like the same level, just be like, listen, yo, you won't even smell them, you won't even hear them.
Yeah,
They'll be like, you're fucking in, man.
Courteous.
Yeah,
I'm
it is
courteous.
courteous.
I'm like a courteous Airbnb guest. I try to leave things the way I found them.
If not.
Yeah. And if I fuck something up, I sweep it under the rug. You won't know. It's fine.
No, not lie.
Until it doesn't matter, or it's later on where you can't catch them and yell at them.
Yeah. Or until like you've done something to fuck me over, and I'm like, by the way, I broke your mom's vase. That was me. So now we're even. You don't have to apologize. Do you have some questions for us, Jason?
You know, I do. So it sounds like you've had all things considered with everything going down, pandemic. You were on the beginnings of a pretty good year.
Oh,
Pretty good
yeah,
year going on.
yeah. It was a wonderful year. I think I was booked out till October or November.
What if we even said your last calendar year has been a pretty successful one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: would you rather? Would you rather keep all the money keep all the memories that you've made this year, or lose them, or lose all the money? So money or memories? Would you rather lose all your memories or keep all the money?
Woo!
So either or, lose them both. I'm saying this the wrong way completely.
No, I see what you mean.
How about I read it? I just didn't read it. Lose all the money you've made this year, or all the memories you've made this year. Which one?
I've made more money since the virus, and I think that's part of the problem. But
Well, we're doing a calendar year here now too, so take that in consideration.
I also didn't make much money last year. So,
This kind of balanced out.
but also some of the memories were kind of bad. But man, I think either way, I'd keep the memories because I burned through money like it doesn't matter anyways.
Seems
So,
fair.
Yeah.
I gotta hold on to the memories because I don't have too many left.
So
Yeah.
you haven't put yourself on a financial lifestyle level that's like sacrifice the memories. I got to pay for the house.
I think a person's key ring can tell you how complicated their life is, and I have 2 rings. I have a car fob, a key fob, and a house key, and that that's fucking well, okay, it's pretty simple. You got it streamlined.
House key,
That's streamlined.
mailbox key, lock keys.
Yeah.
It's like padlock keys.
Yeah.
Boom, done.
Yeah, I don't have my keys in here, but I have a car key, a key to my mom's apartment, and a key to my place.
That's already too much responsibility with the mom's key to the apartment.
She forced it on me. She broke her ankle, so I've been taking care of her and like staying over there sometimes. But
Hold the memories.
I
I
need
think the money. Fuck, we only had 3 months of earning, anyways.
I do have a question. Can I keep my shoes though? Because I bought a lot of shoes recently.
Well, that could be considered memories, but no, it's physical, so that's something that you did.
They were
Memories are-
but they were memories for me. Like, I remember ordering every one of them at 2 a.m. while I was
Memorable sneaks.
Yeah.
Well, how about this?
Sneaky
Since we're really
memories.
breaking boundaries here, how about this one? Would you rather always have the feeling of a rock in your shoe, or would you rather always have the feeling of wet socks?
Rock. I hate wet
Okay,
socks.
okay. So the feeling of wet socks, is it accompanied by like foot rot and like raisin toe, or is it just the feeling? Is it wet socks?
However you determine it.
How about this? How about we just say, would you rather have wet socks all the time or a rock all the time?
There we go.
Fuck.
I'll take the rock. 'Cause
Take the rock.
I usually do it. I can shake it around. I do the thing where I shake it down to the toe, and I've even worked it up on top of my big toe, and I have a weird dent on the top of my toenail, and it feels so fucking weird. I want to get a pedicure, but I'm also ashamed of myself,
Yeah.
so I don't.
Keep
But
that a secret.
I have a little rock spot on my toe. I have like a little. It's almost like a rock garden in my shoe.
I started building like the callus from the rock in the shoe. I mean, it happens. Like,
Yeah.
You live in Texas, you walk around, I kick up rocks and dust and dirt.
Yeah, and kick rocks, pal.
I do it.
Yeah, exactly, constantly.
You're going with the rock.
Yes.
Okay.
I would love to have Dwayne the Rock Johnson in my shoe.
That's fucking.
He
I'd love
couldn't.
to
He
be in
couldn't
his
stand
shoes.
my shoes though.
Would you rather have to dance anytime you heard music, or be forced to sing along with any song that you heard?
Oh Jesus. Both sound like great options.
Yeah, I know.
Here's the thing: is I already pretty much do sing along with
Yeah.
any song that I've ever heard.
Or make one up on the fly, but I also like storytelling for me has to be done in like a real physical manner. So I think dancing is also something I can't control.
I think I'll pick singing, but I mean, if I can't mimic the voice, which it's not gonna sound good either way, I'm gonna do it in my own style. Like I'll take a song and make it a rock song instead, I don't know, maybe like, I do. Jason's heard me do it like with even rap songs where I'll try to work in some yells like that kind of shit.
When's that album dropping?
That album is in the works now, actually.
All right.
It's called Happy Fun Time Murder Ice Cream Show. And I'm kidding. I do have a title for it, but I don't have. It's not in the works.
Yeah.
Got to get another mic.
Shouldn't
first.
even be talking about it.
Yeah.
Well, this
label
podcast
said-
is just a catalyst for it, so it's good opening now.
Yeah. Plus, no one's listening to my podcast, so it's fine.
That's not true.
Yeah.
84 people were listening last week.
Yeah, we looked it up. There's 2 people in France, someone in, I didn't know that like Australia and all that was called Oceania or something like that.
Yeah.
We've got 2
That sounds
listeners
more
there.
right.
We got somebody in Kenya listening to this.
You're joking.
Yeah. Well, it's also, maybe it's a guy I paid to just use a VPN to act like he's listening to it everywhere.
I'm with that. If you're listening to this, thank you. I'm just a guest, but still means the world.
Here's some things that might say some stuff about you guys as
That was
people.
sweet, by the way. Thank
So, what do you think just in general is like the rudest thing that you could say to someone?
You're a fucking nobody.
To tell somebody directly, you're a fucking
Yeah.
nobody.
Try it. Tell me.
I can't
Do it,
mean
do
it.
it.
I think it would hurt.
No, do it.
I think of that snotty scene where like a blonde-headed elite like rich kid always had it.
Where
he
the
looks at
stoners
someone
gotta-
and says, "Fuck you, you nobody," and that would be the meltdown. Like, I gotta come back here with a chainsaw, gasoline, and
That's
burn
like
his
the-
dad's estate down.
I think about that situation. That's like where the stoner kids have to ski to save the mountain for everybody else. Right?
Yeah.
But try it. Tell me. Like, just go ahead. Throw it at me. I got thick skin.
But I can't mean it.
That's
Is
okay.
my point. Fuck you, you nobody.
I know.
I don't know that. I know. Fuck you. Fuck
Nothing.
you.
There's. I've lived in a Ford Taurus, and I've also ridden in a Maybach. There's nothing you can do to me. I've already done.
Like your skin is just so thick at this point. It's just like
Yeah.
I don't care what you
And
think. Right?
I don't care. I think worse of me than you do. Trust me.
I've learned in my age too now that it's just like I really don't care what anybody else thinks.
Yeah, I
Really,
mean,
to any
in
degree.
public I don't, but when y'all leave, I'm gonna cry because you hit that pretty harsh, John. I'm fucking with you. But I think the worst thing you say to somebody is to treat them like a nobody. Just be like, especially if it's someone you know, like, who are you? Or introduce yourself like you never. Hi, I'm Mike. Oh, we met. Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
And then call him by the wrong name to show
Yeah.
you don't care.
Hey, George. It's Robert. Oh, okay, Bill. Can you?
That's a dick move.
Whatever.
That's a
Like
power
whatever.
move too. Jay? Yeah. Well, Jim, can you get the suitcase?
I think just in general saying "fuck you" to someone, that's been my trigger button in the past.
If it's especially if it's like a girlfriend or an ex-girlfriend or something, and you tell them you were nothing to me, you were never anything to me. That's like one of those things where like, fuck you, and then you get your car keyed. Windows broke.
Do you think that because there's actually I looked it up just to see what the consensus was, but the consensus was actually that the worst thing that someone could say, just with all the people on the internet just chiming in, is "shut up."
Ooh, it is
I
a
think-
hard edge.
I think if you go a little further with shut up with, you say something, nobody wants to hear what you have to say.
That's basically what "shut
That's
up"
like,
is saying. And
You're
that,
worthless.
I'm pulling this verbatim. That's telling someone that what they have to say or what they think
I
is
like this breakdown. This
is
is how
of-
I tell jokes.
it's of no importance, and they don't matter enough to even listen to.
One day,
Shut
you
up.
scum, you'll only be dust.
Imbecile. That's another one.
I
It's just
love
like there's
imbecile.
no possibility that you can improve. You're an
Goddamn
imbecile.
imbecile.
Yeah.
Imbeciles.
You gotta say it like that British like movie talk or like a ghost. You say, you imbecile.
Did you ever watch Top Gear on BBC?
Oh yeah, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Insufferable Pillock. That's a fucking poetic way to call someone a dick.
That's I love that show. Actually, I can't wait for them to put out new episodes because they're doing that new thing where
Grand Tour.
the Grand Tour. But they did the last one. They only did one episode like last year, and it was
The
them on
boat.
boats through Cambodia.
Yeah.
I've watched that episode twice. It's
That
fucking
was the
great.
shit. I liked
Yeah.
it. That's the 3 best presenters, man. The American one was a joke. Otherwise, I would say that would be my fucking dream.
Yeah.
Put me on that kind of show.
That would
That'd
be fucking great.
But they are the best. They set the bar.
Jagaloons.
Hey, actually, speaking of terms, I went to. Do you remember when we had we watched football that day at
Yeah.
Chicago Pizza
Yeah.
Kitchen Oven, whatever
Yeah.
place? and I didn't know that Jamook was a racial term, and I said that, and you corrected me. I was like, no, it's not, and I looked it up, and I was like, well, I'm a racist. I've been saying that for years. I thought
what did you say? Like rascals? Like
I think we were watching.
You were just thinking it was probably like just like a silly word to call someone.
I thought it was like jabroni. You know, I thought it was just like this fucking schmuck or something. But Jamook is a racial term for like we were watching football and somebody did something stupid. And I was like, it's fucking Jamook, and you're like, whoa, dude, and I was like, what? Like I didn't know. And I looked it up and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
So like this whole time, if you've ever said that over your lifetime and you've had like just weird reactions to that.
Yeah, now I know because I was a racist.
There it is.
But now I see the light in your skin, and it's not. I'm just kidding. But stop.
That's funny.
I like to bury myself sometimes.
Oh, that's how I start shows.
If you guys had a 3D printer, what's the first thing you think you'd print?
Gun. I've thought about
plastic gun schematics.
I've thought about that.
Kind of felt like Sylvester and Tweety there for a second.
Do you have an answer on this?
Do I?
Yeah, I feel like I need one.
You know, my top answer was that's a gun. I would make one of the plastic guns. I'd make, I'd try to make like a lightsaber. Maybe something like that. You know?
I would try to make bong. Like, try to make a different kind of bong, because bong's always... I don't use bongs because they hit me so hard, but I'd be like, I'm going to re-engineer the bong here. Okay. We're going to put some chambers in here. We're going to put a little slat here. We can just stick an ice cube in this one and on this side.
You just need the schematics anyway. Just
yeah, that's... You just do-do-do-do-do it, and it's good, dude.
Yeah.
John,
give it a little MIDI file.
John, what would you do-do-do-do-do?
I think I would 3D print one of the rarest... like bare engine blocks, like God damn it, like the Camaro Z28 that
Oh, like engine block, like maybe an old Roadrunner engine or something.
The 302 that came in the Z28.
Yeah.
So that would just be for basically model purposes.
Oh yeah, you can make a fucking coffee table or something. Like going back to Top Gear, but you could have a printed like schematic look at the bore and strokes and the internals. That'd be pretty dope. That's pretty neat. I'd print that shit.
I was just gonna say sunglasses, but
that's dope.
Can you like 3D print a house just like in pieces? Like just
you absolutely
3D printed a house.
You can,
you can essentially, Now, at what stage does it come in that you make a replica of your dick?
Oh, I do
next.
My gun.
Right?
That's what I call my.
Mold-a-Willy. That's where you make an absolute duplicate of your dick for your lady.
Oh, nice.
It's a gift.
Mold-a-Willy.
Yeah.
Mold-a-Willy.
That way she can't cheat on you with her favorite dildo. And also, I just
you
want to
have
say,
to hold an erection for like 5 to 10 minutes while it sets in this. It's like
take a pill?
Silicone.
Be good.
yeah, and let's clear things up. I said gun because that's what I call my dick. That's what I'm.
Okay.
I like. How long am I going to go before I try to 3D print some pussy? Because that's probably what I'm in. Either something to get me some, or something I can just print
It's
myself.
showing up at a certain stage.
Yeah. Do you have to order like special materials? I don't know. I'll Google it. We'll move on. I'll Google it. It's fine.
What kind of cereal do you think you'd be if you were cereal?
Ooh.
What kind of cereal?
Yeah, what cereal would you be? I'm cereal. Here, I'm this. I'm
what are you?
Jacks. I'm Pop-Tarts. I'm whatever.
What cereal are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, there was a quiz that I did. It ended up saying that I was Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Shit, that's a good
course.
one.
Yeah.
Of course you're going to take
They said you're old, faithful, dependable, got a sweet and a salty side.
There's no salty.
Delivers every time. Yeah, it's got a little bit of the both.
Well, your tears that fall in from joy, that's the salty.
All right, fair enough.
Well, I drink almond milk too, so
Yeah.
there's the salt.
Yeah, one.
I think I'd be Count Chocula because I'm a little rare, but when you find me, you're like, I gotta either
You go with
you
the most.
love Count Chocula or you want nothing to do with it, and that's me.
Fair enough.
You know, if we're still the good ones, you could have chimed in anytime. So.
I'm gonna go.
It's funny because you can't say Fruity Pebbles because it's Fruity Pebbles. You're like, I don't feel fruity. But
Yeah, I'd say
But the way they
I'm
clump
comfortable.
on a spoon.
they're
like,
perfect.
people-
Consistency, I love
They get a
it.
mouthful of you. You know what I mean? That'd be nice.
I prefer Cocoa Pebbles.
Oh,
I go
so
against
good.
Green
And the
Bible.
milk afterwards?
Oh,
Get out of here.
it's fucking great.
So I've been on a. This is such a lame cereal. You guys have like my favorite Saturday morning cereals.
I bet you we can still name some good ones.
I can name cereal for days, son. I can go on.
Cinnamon Life though is what I'm on a.
Cinnamon Life is good.
Like recently has been my kick. That and Crispix.
I never liked Crispix, but I do like Frosted Flakes,
Peanut Butter Crunch,
Cocoa Pebbles.
You gotta get
the ultimate
Honey Nut Cheerios.
The ultimate that everybody sleeps on, Golden Grams. If you haven't had them or you haven't, I made some edibles with Golden Grams recently, and they're fucking amazing. I ate the whole thing. I was out of my mind for 2 days.
French toast. They have French Toast Crunch now.
French Toast Crunch.
And they also have Fruity Pebble marshmallows.
Yeah, and they also have Frosted Flakes with Lucky Charms marshmallows.
That's through. All right, cool. That was a cereal segment, y'all.
Nice.
Honeycombs, Apple Jacks. All right, I'll stop.
Well, we done it.
I'm gonna get some though.
There was kind of a painful would you rather that I forgot to do before.
What?
What's that?
I meant to ask this actually the last couple of weeks, and I keep forgetting because I have it in a picture. So, would you rather put a toothpick under your toenail and kick a wall as hard as you can?
I don't want to do that.
Or jump into a pool of lemon juice while your body's covered in paper cuts?
Paper cuts. I can't do foot and leg stuff. I had knee surgery once, and now when I see on like a movie or TV someone gets their leg or knee smacked, it makes me queasy. Like literally, I feel like I'm gonna puke. And you know me, like I can puke on command. I can puke right now if y'all want to see it. No. But yeah, the toe thing, I feel
that's like, what the bucket's for, the pot?
That pain would shoot instantly up my leg and into my dick. And I know that's stupid sounding, but I feel like I'd feel a pain here, right in my center.
Right down to the center of the hole.
Right in the center of the hole, like someone just stuck a razor sideways in it.
I'm holding my tip right now.
Yeah, I can get out, as soon as I get out of the pool, that's going to go away after a few minutes. But that thing, the fucking toothpick in my toenail, that's going to be there for life.
Well, don't forget, you're going to have all those like paper cuts still to deal with afterwards. I seem to be the person that I always fuck my toes and feet up with kicking shit and doing stuff like that. And I have actually
I've lost toenails.
Yeah, I have too. And I've actually kicked a toothpick, and it's gone like part of the way up the nail and shit. And you know what? That over getting paper cuts everywhere and jumping in lemon juice, nah. I'll take I'll just kick it again. It's done.
No,
it's finished.
I'll do the toe thing.
I do the toe thing.
One and done.
I fucking made my toe bleed on the front door like 2 days ago. I was wearing slides and no socks, and I was just chasing my dog, and she finally got in, and she just carried something in that I was trying to get away from her, and I just came in, I just kicked the door real fast trying to get in, and yeah, I'll go paper cuts.
That's one of those slide hazards, though.
Yeah, it is.
You know, maybe you got some little bitch feet.
I do. I got some little pussy toes. Little puss toes. You got any more questions?
I don't really have so much of a question. There's this thing called an egg fast. Have you heard of this?
Oh no.
You've not heard of this?
Explain it.
All right, so an egg fast. This is if you want to like start to really like kick yourself into ketosis or end up having like a
goddamn keto.
It always and you're remotely interested.
I am though. Okay. I'm sitting there thinking like, man, I do like eggs. I eat a lot of them.
So here's the thing. This can kick you into like a good metabolic state where you can be either very low carb, you can be keto, you can be paleo, any of that shit. So an egg fast is where you eat a minimum of 6 eggs per day. With that, you can also have 1 tablespoon of healthy fat, butter, mayonnaise, etc. per egg.
Just a spoon of mayo.
Up to 3 ounces of cheese per day. Within 30 minutes of waking up, you eat your first egg. Eat an egg every 3 to 4 hours. Stop eating 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. Add salt whenever you can because you need electrolytes. Condiments and spices are okay, hot sauce, pepper, etc. Drink 6 to 8 glasses of water daily. You can drink diet soda, but a maximum of 3 a day.
I can do all that stuff.
Egg fast for a minimum of 3 days and a maximum of 5 days. And this will like really kick you into like a fucking weight shedding situation.
Weight shedding?
Weight shedding.
It sounded like you said shit.
Like if I could add
shit and weight, son.
A slice of bacon every once in a while.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can you? Because now I'm interested. Can you, Father, please?
It sounds like a cleanse, even though I don't see how
you're just only doing
cleanse with another animal's embryo.
Remember, it starts with this. You're eating 6 eggs during the course of the day. That's what you're eating.
I ate 6 eggs for breakfast. I had a whole fucking ton of them this morning with some bacon.
When I was doing keto, I was doing a 3 or 4 super thick sliced HEB bacon.
Oh, yeah.
And then 3 to 4 fried eggs in that bacon grease pool.
Nice.
Have you ever had a blind... they're called blindfolded fried egg.
Mm-mm.
Use that standing 1/4 inch of bacon grease, crack an egg in it, and then you literally use this spatula just to splash hot grease on the top.
Yeah.
So it's cooking on the bottom, and then the grease cooks as soon as it touches the top.
Yeah.
But then you get a perfect. Sorry to give you guys
No,
we're
gonna make some eggs when this is over. Dude. I
It's
gotta
the
taste
most
that.
delicious.
Yeah, that sounds
It tastes
good.
like bacon, and it is excellent.
Now let me ask you this: so it cooks the eggs in the bacon grease. Does it make it all crispy and hard and all that around the edges? And
You know it does.
I hate that shit.
That's
hate
Jason.
that?
He
I hate
hates
that
the
shit.
crispy edges.
I don't like crispy
I hate the way
eggs at
Jack in
all.
the Box does it with those. They always fuck the eggs up at Jack in the Box. It has that crispy egg around the.
Y'all crazy.
And that's exactly what it is. It tastes like bacon, but it's not bacon. That's the weird part. That's what just gets me kind of weirded out.
Like in
about it.
bacon grease, I can do it. Like, but the Jack in the Crack one, no
sandwich,
thanks.
man.
I was forced as a kid to eat a bunch of eggs that had like the crispy edges on them, and it made me gag every time trying to swallow them. Like,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I've had them cut the back of my throat before. Oh, fuck this.
You guys have had some
Yeah.
damages.
I got pussy toes and pussy throat real bad.
Pussy
On account of one day I eat a bad case of pussy. No. Yeah, want to do the
It's
open
a
mic?
particularly bad case of pussy feet.
Yeah. I got these swimmer's feet. Let's
I've been cut in half real bad.
we're gonna start this off. You're the guest. You're gonna go first. What we'll do? Give it a spin, and we'll riff whatever topic it comes up with. So we'll on your accord, sir.
So, just one more time. We do a little improv round. But I don't know how. See, I go first.
Well, let's
but
see what we land on. Let's find out.
Whatever it lands on, we'll all just riff on it and see what
Boom.
happens.
Polite insults.
Polite insults.
Example. Oh, like.
Wow, you're actually fitting in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. You got everything in there. It looks really good.
I hope that you make it home safe and you don't get into a car wreck.
That's a dick one.
Nice outfit. It looks expensive.
Your hat doesn't look that big. Your head doesn't look that big in that hat.
You look younger today.
We'll get you some clothes that fit today.
Oh, have you lost weight?
Oh wow, you're slimming now. I think it's all in a tone too. I always do that tone. I'm like, yeah, everything's great.
Yeah.
You look wonderful.
It's just shit people say.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna give it a spin.
Give it a little spin.
Well, spinny spin. What do we got?
Free reign.
Free reign. That's you can do like a joke from your set or a new. You can do whatever.
What do you
I'm
got?
gonna,
You working on anything?
Yeah, actually, at the end of this too, I forgot to explain to you. We do what I want to actually change the name to the end of the open mic. To I was going to tell you about this, the workshop, where if you have a new joke, you want to spit it to us, we can try to work on it or see if there's anything there. But I'm going to use mine now instead of waiting since it's free reign.
There we go.
I was thinking about this, and I know a lot of other comics have the jokes about porn and like the stepbrother, stepsister porn. But like, my question to y'all is, like, what's y'all's favorite genre of porn? If you don't mind sharing, like, what do y'all like to? What are y'all searching for? You don't have to get to it.
Blowjob porn.
Blowjob.
Yeah.
Nice sloppy blowjob.
Oh, yeah.
Extra sloppy for yes. I used to not be into that, and you described one to me once, and I've been looking at it recently, and I'm like, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Sloppy vocal blowjobs.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's
And like,
pretty much.
if it's not sloppy, it's not a blowjob anymore. I'm
Noise.
sorry.
Gotta have the noise.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah.
That such a. Well, yeah, all that. Probably sounds better when the girl does it.
You guys should watch a gay blowjob
Yeah.
then. It sounds
How
like
do you think I
guys
got
would-
here? Well, what's your favorite genre? If you
No, I would have to say that's up there, and then maybe like sharing bed, like where it's like, oh, I had to share a bed with my stepsis. Like, it's such a stupid storyline, but I'm like, I totally buy it. I'll buy that propaganda.
Oh, okay. They're spraying that room for bugs. Okay, yeah. What about like? What's your favorite position to watch in porn? Like, say it's a guy on a girl having sex. Like, what's y'all's favorite position to watch? Not do, but to see on porn. Do you have one that you like?
I'll
Kind of
probably
skin for?
speak for both of us. Missionary, strong eye contact, pure silence, climaxing at once. You know,
I was thinking
That's-
more face down, ass up. That's the way we like to fuck.
I like missionary also because I'm kind of vanilla, but I'm a nasty freak of a vanilla because I like specifically, and I can't have it silent because when I fuck a girl and she's silent, I'm like, do you want me to stop? Am I in trouble? Like, give me a progress report. Do you want me to keep doing this or not? I didn't want to choke you. You asked for this. Like, if you're not moving or making noise, I think I choked you too hard. We're done. So I need a progress report. I need you to scream. I don't care if my roommate's here. They'll think I'm a cool guy. I make these noises and pretend there's a girl in here all the time. But my favorite is missionary. But like say this is the bed and the guy's like standing there fucking her, because that's what they do in porn. Making love, or
Causing friction.
causing friction. Takes friction to make a fire, baby. But anyways, they got the camera from this good angle down here, like just watching, almost like an instructional video, almost like how it's made kind of thing.
Exactly.
That's, I don't know why, or like from up above, if it's like, I want to see the
like a steam engine, like a locomotive. It's like choo, choo, choo,
Want to see the piston?
Yeah, I want to see the piston go in and out.
Yeah.
You know, like a burger place, in and out.
Compression.
But I don't know. I like the penetration. That's my thing. But like the thing is, like,
So your favorite part of sex is the penetration part of it.
I do like the in and out. The
The making it official.
Yeah.
The act.
the double at the in and out.
The actual making of the cheese.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I,
Never heard it called that, but
but you said
lactose intolerant now.
Literally heard it here first.
what you said before about like the bro and stepsis sharing a room. Like I don't understand why like that's such a thing now. Like who thought it was hot to say, why aren't we fucking our families? Like, why is that the thing where they're like, why? And I know it's stepbro and stepsis, but the thing that bothers me, because I know they're acting, and when I'm watching, I convince myself, like, they're just acting. They're not actually related, but then sometimes they have a similar nose, and I'm like, their hair color's the same.
I get a little concerned
Maybe
when they're like
cousins.
Czechoslovakian.
Yeah. I'm like, they have the same nose. They're just cousins. They're not actually cousins. It's a thin line. I don't know. Where are you from? Maybe it's cool. Maybe it's not.
Second cousin?
But
Third cousin?
yeah, fourth cousin. All right, come on. Everybody's kind of a fourth cousin at this point. Everybody's been fucking in this pool. But I just don't understand like why that's the line that's being pushed. Of more of like sometimes stepbro and stepsis. Okay, sure. We're actors, but then it's like mommy teaches son how to masturbate, and it's like, why don't you have an aunt? Can't you just call her an aunt? You can do whatever you want.
Still blood relation.
Yeah, like porn titles in general really get me. I saw one recently that says Latin chick gets defiled and face splooged after denied bank loan. And I'm like, why you got to attack her credit? Like, what does that have to do? You're already going to rail her in the butt. You don't really need to.
She's making it sound like she's got bad credit and she had to be a whore. Come on. You know? Yeah.
I just had all these like different premises for like these porn things, and the last one I had was I had a girl tell me on the phone once that I had a good porn voice. All right, what do you say to that? I just got the phone real close and I was like, "You like that, babe?" She hung up. But anyways, she called back. It was a dropped call. But yeah, I was like, I have a good porn voice. Like I hate the sound of my
You want
voice.
to run that just from idea wise. Run down the idea of what it would take to get into that industry. Take it seriously.
Yeah.
Like as a business, as a website, because I always thought that and like cam girling or stripping is only like a degree or two away from stand-up comedy.
It's
Well, we're
it
making
is.
a lot less, and I'm not.
And I don't knock their
joking
hustle.
about that. No. There's no.
Oh, not
doubt.
at all. If you can get that money using whatever you got and literally using what you got, get it. If I could do it, I would. If I was hot enough to sell dick pics to gay dudes on Instagram like some of my friends do, I would do that.
Talk about what it would take, and then check off the things that'll never happen. Like, it'll never happen.
I think
it'll never
coming
happen.
up with business names for your business and having the cards made is pretty funny too. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot there to that.
I think you could sit in front of a camera and just be like, "You guys have 52 seconds. If I don't get $16 in donations, I'm putting my butthole on the camera." Like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
I think if I get to
30
narrate,
seconds.
I think if I get to narrate porn and make it poin, I can't even talk.
Make it, I put
I float away and disappear like a ghost. No, but if I get to actually narrate porn, I think I'd have to direct it so I can be like, now spit on her and be like, you like that, babe, and like work that in.
You can use your phone voice.
Yeah. But man, I feel very long-winded after that.
No. There was it's always been just a joke between my friend Chris and I, but I'd love to turn it into a bit because I love the idea. It would be a new genre of porn, which there is a genre for everything we can imagine. I want one specifically targeting men who like to aggressively suck on titties, called knock suckers, which is like when the kind of guys in the world. I'd even say I teeter on this, but when you see tits, you turn into at least like 5 or 6 fingers, like
Yeah.
Okay, so
Give me them boobies.
knock suckers.
I forget about everything else that's around.
An obvious play on cocksuckers, but even where you're looking at the little tiles of the video that you're about to select, and it's like 2 dudes like us on our knees, like we're on an udder, and we've got like mascara running down our smile lines. Like, for no reason we have mascara. But it's like we're
For
like,
aesthetic.
Yeah, sucking on it, titty, choking on it, spitting on it, treating it exactly like a dick. I think that genre should exist.
Oh, I would love to be filmed doing that, but I would keep making the joke of, nah, hand me the udder one.
That's
Keep making
funny.
udder jokes. Give me another udder.
That's
Let's
the
go.
breast you got.
Oh, you want to give us a spin, Jason?
Let's
give
do
us
it.
a topic.
Yeah, see what we get.
Cancel something.
Cancel something.
Let's cancel those baggy jeans that chicks wear sometimes. Yoga pants or skinny pants or dresses. That's it.
Just it.
Let's just cancel the baggy. Like, it's coming back now. They were mom jeans with a long butt for a long time.
Yeah.
But now, like, the hipsters are wearing them, and they got like the thin belt, and with even though the belt loops are like this big, and they pull them up basically to their nipples.
They have a little cuff at the bottom sometimes.
Yeah, the cuff at the bottom or the fray, and they're just baggy, and I can't see your form. And I know that's me objectifying women and being a turd, but I love women. I'm not objectifying you for a bad way. I don't want to hurt you. I want to love you.
He does want.
Let me love you.
Yeah.
Please.
Allow the love to make.
Yeah. I'm backing up here. I got love coming out of my fucking ears. Do you want some or what? No, I'm just playing. I get aggressive.
We'll jar it up.
Yeah, cancel baggy women pants.
Right.
That's my vote.
Yeah. I want to cancel white tequila. I don't like.
You don't like
tequila.
Blanco?
No, I don't like it at all.
I do.
No, I like Reposado. That's what I like. Reposado.
You had a bad night on the white.
Yeah, it's just I don't like. More than you know, bro. More than you know.
That's how they started all the Black Panther battles.
I just after you drinking a lot of Reposado, it just the white just seems like it's missing something. I don't really care.
Well,
for
the
effect.
Reposado's barrel aged. That's where the color and that's what it
Añejo
needs.
is the 10-year barrel.
Yeah, I love all tequila though. So I mean, sometimes I'll settle for a clear, but you know me, I get Reposado if there's a choice. That's
Yeah.
That Don Julio we had this weekend. I think that shit's
He's a
stronger
rep
than normal
man.
tequila. He's a what?
Rep.
Yeah, he's repping his shit.
Reposado. Rep and rep.
Yeah, we had that next to some Sauza, and that Don Julio, man, it was like a fucking bomb dropping down every time.
So I'm gonna go ahead and plug a friend's tequila because he owns it, but also it's winning a bunch of taste awards. It's going head to head. It's targeting Patron, and their three main. They're silver, Añejo.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Like
Añejo,
Reposado,
yeah.
And then the
Añejo,
Reposado.
and-
He's got the three. They match or slightly beat the three Patrons, and they've been wrecking them in taste
Really?
contests
Good.
nationwide.
Okay.
So it's
Dethrone the
called
Patron.
Number Juan.
Number one.
Number
like
Juan.
J-U-A-N.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty dope.
I'll try that, dude.
The bottle
Like a
looks
hashtag
like the agave
in Juan?
plant.
Yeah, they
It's from a
can.
real small batch, a real small family batch, and guess who fucking owns the company?
Who?
Look, I paused way too
I'll
long.
say this.
Edit this so it's way closer.
Oh yeah, I'll make it
God!
sound great. Don't worry.
He's he's the fucking Hispanic, the red Mexican.
I don't know, man. I think of it.
Ah! His sister was married to Tater Salad. Fucking Ron White. Why can't I think of his name?
Fuck, I know what you're talking about. I can't
He's
think
one
of
of
his
the
name either.
original Latin Kings of Comedy. Edit this shit so we look amazing. We're just
Yeah.
like, oh.
Was it like hashtag one, like number one, or the word number, or
Number Juan?
Okay.
Number Juan.
I will say this:
NUMB.
dethrone the Patron. I think Patron is trash. I've never liked Patron. I think it was
No.
just Pitbull.
Yeah.
Did some commercials for it, and everybody's like Dani Huevo, and they start drinking it. I think Patron tastes like shit.
I'm not big
I
on
don't like
Patron.
it.
I actually like kind of.
1800 Reposado.
Yeah, like 1800. I like Hornitos. I like
Don Julio now.
Don Julio's great. Yeah.
Somebody shout out to JJ Jones. He brought me a bottle of Don Julio on his episode, and I got so drunk, and it was during quarantine.
Yep.
I got so drunk after y'all left, I drove to a bar and got out and realized, oh shit, they're closed. I was like, nothing's. It was while everything was completely
Alex
shut down.
Ramundo.
Alex Ramundo.
Yes.
Yeah.
He owns Number Juan, just like Ron White owns his own Scotch.
Yeah.
It's
That's
I
awesome.
would say. Try
And just
it.
like
It's
E40
not
has
outrageous.
a wine, and he's got Slurricane.
Yeah.
Slurricane. What would
What was the question?
What would you cancel? Cancel something.
Oh, okay. So you know how you gotta carry on a personal item on flights.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing the flights. What I can't fucking stand is when someone quickly puts the carry-on and their backpack or their purse up in overhead space. That shit's limited. Now motherfuckers in the back of the plane gotta march their rollers or their backpacks. It's a big clusterfuck. if you have a check item, a carry-on, that goes overhead. A personal item, if it doesn't fit under the seat,
it's in your lap.
Find a way to fit it into your asshole. Because fuck you.
Yeah, and chances are
it's such a delay. It adds 10, 15 minutes to every single takeoff now because people are inconsiderate cunts.
Wow.
For me, my solution is I've only flown Spirit except for one flight.
God damn, Riskies.
$30 extra, you pick your seat, you pick the front seat. Everyone else is too cheap on Spirit to pick that one. I got an open seat for my laptop and backpack now, and I got more leg room, and I'm the first off the plane. $30 so that makes your flight a total of $39 if you had that extra.
I've got the $9 fare club with them, so I'd be jumping on that too. But I haven't even flown at all this year.
I don't want to fly anywhere.
I've had a couple opportunities, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it surprise you if you heard like Spirit as a company closed 25 years ago? It's just like, shit still started this morning. Let's do the flights. Like,
we're on a ghost ship.
How much is that? How much is that going to cost me? I mean, if it's a good enough price.
You're going to give me $12 to take this flight?
We forgot to
Hey, these peanuts expired in 1985.
Peanuts don't expire. They're chewy.
And neither do airplanes. All right, what are we looking like on time? You want to move to some true crime?
Yeah, we're right there.
Let's move to some true crimes.
That's
the music now. Yeah, I'm gonna take that clip and that's gonna be our music.
Your fresh crime.
We actually changed it up because my roommate, we did an episode with him on it, Matt, and he's a musician. And he made us a crime theme for this. Nice. I added in, but I also took a soundbite of Jason. I don't know why. At one point, he just goes, "Time for crime stories, bitch." So I put that in there a bunch of times.
That works.
But we're gonna have to add yours in there too now.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of editing.
I'm gonna make a long track of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it. Yeah. Fucking Dewey Cox. His opus, that last song, that's like 17 minutes. Yeah. There's a whole orchestra. Yeah.
Walk
Make it that.
hard.
Make people wait 7.5 minutes for the crime.
Yeah.
Because of the opus you've created.
All right, so I got a couple of crime situations happening.
Opus
here.
sounds like an open butthole, by the way. Anyways, go ahead. I've always thought that movie, Mr. Holland's Opus. I'm like, I don't want to watch that.
It's a gaper. He's just breathing.
What's with this old man's ass?
He's just kind of going.
An opus is just a gaping butthole with a bagel in it. It just sounds Jewish of some sort.
Well, it's because the shape your mouth makes when you say, like, opus.
Is it funny?
He made a butthole lips.
Do you know it's no matter how clean and how dry you can take the hair dryer to it.
Mm-hmm.
If your butthole can make contact with a sheet of tissue paper, it's got an adhesive on it. It'll pick that motherfucker up.
Glad I know.
No matter what, I'm just thinking that's the one area on your body that's always a little sticky.
Yeah, sticky. That's why they're called sticky buns. They never run dry, baby.
Well, it's a sticky twist.
It's just it's like a 3/4 inch diameter thing that if anything, if fucking lint or cat hair shit is there for the day.
Talk about a diamond in the rough.
You gotta go digging and twisting on that.
You don't gotta twist. You just keep putting a twist on it.
Oh, hey, favorite nickname for the butthole. Let's just stop right there and just throw one of those at me. Sorry, we'll get to crime.
John's in control now.
No, yeah. My bad. It's just
what do we call assholes?
Yeah.
Butthole, asshole.
Poop shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dookie tube.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Balloon knot.
Balloon knot. That's one of my favorites. I like
it. It actually looks like a balloon knot.
Yeah. Yeah, balloon knot makes you think of that balloon, and then you're like, yeah.
Wrinkle twist.
Yeah.
One of my all-time favorites, though, the chili ring.
Chili ring.
Yeah, the chili. Let me spread the wrinkles on your chili ring.
You gotta fucking iron out a few wrinkles on that one.
Yeah.
It takes such a big shit.
Hey, we gotta straighten something out.
Let's hear about crime. I'm sorry.
You just made a crime.
What?
Jail for you, sir. Jail.
All right. Back to crime stories, bitch. Right. Yeah.
God damn it. I'm also looking for a co-host if you're interested.
Co-host.
Yeah.
For this?
Yeah.
What's he?
On his way out.
He's
just hearing this now. This is devastating.
Yeah. I'm going to take my stuff.
His pink
No, we need your laptop. The whole podcast is on it.
Time for crime stories, bitch. We thank you criminals in advance, and we will update you when you can return to your normal criminal behavior. Bitch.
All right, so a man's repeated loss to his son in an arm wrestling match allegedly led to a shooting and an 8-hour standoff with a SWAT team just recently.
Say that goddamn sentence again, please. Because
My mouth is so fucking dry.
It dried my mouth out hearing you say it, and it
Arm
twisted me up. Yeah.
A simple back and forth.
I brought you a water somewhere.
Yeah, drink it. Man's repeated losses to a son in an arm wrestling match allegedly led to a shooting and 8-hour standoff with the SWAT team.
So, to simplify, a man lost a bunch of times at arm wrestling to a son,
He got butthurt about it.
and then he went fucking
She went and shot somebody, and then he had SWAT come. So this is what's all going to happen in the story.
If you could have swatted well in the first place, you might have won.
Yeah.
Sore fucking loser. That's over the top.
I mean,
Anybody else? No?
talk about a butthurt dad. I mean, like, I don't want my kid to beat me in arm wrestling, but I mean, if he did, I don't think I'm going to go shoot him over it or something like
Well,
that.
I might shoot his friends, but you know what his problem was? I can already tell you before you tell us. He didn't turn his hat around and feel like a truck when he was
Just like on fucking Sylvester
over the
Stallone.
top. Yeah,
over
that's
the
what I
top.
just said. I
right.
had to make a reference to let you know that I know, and it had to be
Good.
witty. So I
Thank
already know
you.
I was dancing.
I wasn't gonna
was on my
say. Did you hear? Did you hear?
I don't know if I could do that again.
A movie I've seen maybe twice.
It only takes once or twice.
Yeah,
I know
you
that.
gotta know
Yeah.
that, and that's enough.
So a gentleman by the name of Curtis Zimmerman, he was so frustrated with the son beating him at a test of strength that he allegedly fired a gun into the ceiling, and then he refused authorities' request to leave the house. This is in Kentucky. No surprise. You know.
Oh, I figured.
Repeated losses to his son while arm wrestling allegedly led to the shooting and an 8-hour standoff with SWAT this week. And this is this past week that passed.
Was it just one? I'll go ahead.
So the Zimmerman guy, 55, he was drunk and he challenged his juvenile son, it didn't say how old the kid was, to an arm wrestling match. And after losing multiple times, Zimmerman allegedly became agitated and got in a physical fight with the boy. Went and got a gun, and as the kid was going upstairs, he shot the gun in the ceiling twice towards the direction of the kid.
Well, he's in Kentucky. He could have hit that kid if he wanted to. He's used to shooting his wife and his neighbors.
I always imagine, like, from cartoons and shit as a kid, like in Kentucky and Tennessee, it's like, yahoo! People shooting guns and shit everywhere.
My mom's
It
from
seemed like
Kentucky.
It was like that.
It's
we're
like
in
that.
Texas.
I'm not from
It's just the
Texas,
same-
though, either.
where you from?
Chicago.
All right, fair
Yeah,
enough.
but I've been to Kentucky.
Same amount of guns,
Stigma.
I'm sure, but
Yeah.
My
different
mom's from
situations.
Kentucky, and like I had an uncle named Billy J who made me kill a pig we ate for breakfast, and that's a real story.
That's
And
real
that-
Texas,
And
right
that
there.
was no, I was in Kentucky.
Oh, shit.
And it was fucking delicious. I've been
bet.
chasing that dragon. We've talked about this, but I killed that pig. The worst part, like when I think back, is I didn't hesitate. Like I just went at it. I even like stabbed him in the side. Mom was like, "You're
Sleep
gonna hurt
easy?
the ribs." Oh, real
Do
easy.
you at least have sleep apnea or something?
Yeah, oh, real
Yeah,
bad.
that's the vengeance. That's the
vengeance of the
pork's
pig.
vengeance.
That's what that pig's done to me over the years.
Yeah. It's a slow.
I'm gonna make you
slow
snort
justice.
while you sleep, motherfucker.
Well, I guess this revenge isn't just best served cold because you
That's
better
true.
warm that bacon up.
That's true.
So the SWAT team responded to the scene around 1 a.m., according to the release. They found the two family members had already fled the
By the way,
house.
this happened at noon.
Yeah. No, it did. They said it was an 8-hour
one-
standoff.
one in
There
the
was
afternoon.
a 13-hour gap between the call and the arrival. That already? All right, just keep them cool.
Zimmerman allegedly refused to come out. This that led to the standoff. A hostage negotiator came out, spoke with him all into the morning. They negotiated to surrender at 8:25 a.m., more than 8 hours after authorities were first called. He was escorted to a hospital in Florence first to be evaluated while the deputies obtained an arrest warrant. So that's how they
Oh,
played.
firing
That's how
a
they
gun
played
wasn't
that
enough
game.
to arrest him. They had to actually
Yeah.
go get a judge and wake him up and have him sign a warrant.
Well, I'm sure that your friends at that point too. They're like, "It's okay. Let's go to the hospital." Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
No, you're not under
We
arrest
don't
yet.
have a warrant.
No, you're
Yeah.
fine.
He just shot his house, though.
It's his house. Well,
I know, it's his house.
It's
I guess
his
he shot
trailer.
at his son. All right.
Who called the cops?
Probably his son. Or probably his wife between beatings.
Take his gun privileges away, give him a fat ass fine, let him sleep a couple days and kind of feel awkward.
Oh, that's Zim. Zim's in here all the time for this shit.
Don't trust a Zimmerman.
No. I just imagine you said juvenile son. Like that makes me think of like a 13-year-old kid beating his dad at arm wrestling. He's like, "God damn it, do it again! Get your arm up here! Don't be
You're
a sissy."
cheating. You're letting your hand
Yeah.
slip.
I mean, I would imagine even and he's drunk too. Remember, so even any of us that are drunk, I'm sure any of us could probably beat a 13-year-old in arm wrestling. How upsetting would that be?
Hey, depending on which arm and how early that kid hit puberty.
Yeah, no shit. Because if he's already playing sports and all that shit and working out and doing
well, if he
shit.
hit puberty at 9, like I did, one of his arms is already ready to go, like my arm is. So
if you really wanted to kill him, he would have had a pistol. You don't have a rifle. You need both hands for that. You hold that motherfucker and pop him.
Yeah, and why'd you fire?
Know, family shit.
Of course.
Yeah.
So obviously, ongoing shit's going with that. That's the end of that.
They got him though.
They got him.
They got him. Job well done, boys. We arrested the trailer hole bandit.
I'd love to hear him yelling like out of the front door, like, "I blew my top. All right, we're in here. We're having popcorn. There are a couple holes in my sheetrock, but I'll fix it."
9 hours later, when he sobers up and wakes up on the couch, he's like, "What? I was asleep. I didn't know. I was past that." I just want to see him come out there and be like,
I shot at Jake. Oh, that sounds like something I do. God damn it. Did I hit him?
I just want him to come out and be like, "Look, I went a little over the edge.
Yeah.
I was a little tipsy. I didn't shoot the kid, okay? But I'm gonna if you don't leave. Get out."
I'm not sorry I did, but I'm sorry that you found out. Yeah. All right.
You got another one?
Yeah, I got another one. This is a true crime.
Okay.
All right.
So, this is the case of parents that allegedly used a cattle prod to punish their kids. It also involves horrific rape accusations. Okay.
Listeners, be advised.
So, NSFW, definitely. A teenage girl told investigators that Lance Lowell.
No sucking four wieners? What's NSFW?
Not safe for work.
Oh, I should have Googled that a long time ago.
Yeah, you should know by now.
I've used that on post and I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, you're like, it sounds cool.
Yeah, not sucking four wieners. I promise.
Well, here's the thing. So this guy Lance Lowell, he allegedly raped his daughter over 150 times, and he would use a cattle prod. He would tie her to a
Rape's not bad enough, you asshole.
Yeah, he would tie a shock collar around her if she refused to have sex with him, and this is what's been documented on the case. It says a teenage girl, so they didn't specify.
Either way, it doesn't matter if his daughter's 30 and he rapes her. That's fucking terrible.
Let me continue here for a little bit more premise. So, a South Dakota couple arrested of giving their children drugs and shocking them with cattle prods had pled not guilty to charges against them. So, this was something that happened that was in the news, and this is updated news about it now. So, they're pleading not guilty. Lance Lowell, this guy's 36, and Crystal Long is his wife, 40.
Crystal Long?
Long. That's what happens when you get with an older chick.
How old is she?
Yeah, 40 and 36.
Crystal Long sounds like a crystal meth smoker.
No, the answer, they're not guilty pleas, and of course, Minnehaha County Court, wherever that is. Minnehaha.
They had too many Ahas. I think, like, even if you're just accused of raping your kids on multiple accounts and using a cattle prod and putting a shock collar on them, we don't need a trial. Just put them in jail. They're guilty. Like, the kids aren't going to just make something up like that, and it's not going to happen multiple times.
Okay, so this is South Dakota. Is where this is happening.
Oh,
Minnehaha County's in South Dakota. Isn't there like 200, 300 people that live there or something?
Are they outdoor kids or combo kids, like indoor, outdoor?
Well, I'm not quite sure. So, they ended up pleading not guilty to a slew of these charges against them, including aggravated assault with a dangerous weapon, abuse and cruelty to a minor, and distributing marijuana and a controlled substance to the minor.
Okay.
The couple have been accused of giving their children meth and pot and using electric cattle prods against them, and if they weren't listening or obeying commands.
I have to say, it's like that. I can't remember the sitcom this is from, but the opening songs. You take the good, you take the bad. You got some drugs, but who's that? What's that?
The Facts of Life.
The Facts of Life. That's what it is. The Facts of Life.
You got some drugs. That's not in there.
Yeah. No. But I'm saying the kids got some drugs in this situation. So
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a good arrangement if you just listen to what they want, but the thing they wanted is fucked up shit.
Yeah, and the kids didn't. The thing the kids wanted is to not be raped.
Yes, what every kid wants.
For listeners, we'll have a
I'm pretty
edited
sure
version where all the curse words are removed on the website.
I mean, if I know one thing, I know that there's.
I would like to see this one transcribed for sure. Yeah.
I know that there's not one kid that wants to be raped.
No, it's fact.
And if not, they've been tricked. Like, if there's one that's like, oh, I think I do. And it's like, you're under control.
Oof.
That's a business model right there. Your kids don't want to be raped.
Well, a majority of all the children living inside the residence, so there's other children as well, They've had this cattle prod used on them a number of times in the last 3 or 4 years. This is written in court documents. A majority of all the children living inside the residence said that it had been used on them numerous times, and it was by both of the parents if they weren't doing what they were told for even the most minor of things. Here's the people. They're winners.
Do you remember People Under the Stairs?
I do remember that movie.
Let me see that again.
Yeah, I unfortunately saw that at the theater.
Let me see their faces. That feels like those.
We have to post this one because fuck these
evil
people.
dark gray sacks.
Yeah, they look like people who have never had one bit of actual joy in their life, and that makes me sad. But at the same time, you don't fucking do that to kids, let alone your own kids or to anybody. What the fuck?
It's crazy it hasn't made more news.
There's a whole lot of things going on with the whole pedophile ring type accusation situations as well too, with conspiracy theories. So
Fox doesn't need us to know it yet.
You guys with me on just saying, fuck white people? Don't trust in them.
The thing
it seems to be the answer.
Cool. As long as we're on the same page.
I've said this to you recently, and I've said to a few other people. Classically, white people have not done that many good things, especially to other races or children or women.
Have you done
They've done pretty much a lot of. They've made us look pretty bad. If there was a way to just be all Mexican and not look white anymore, I'd go with that. But
the other day when I came and hung out with Mike, it ended up being that I remember I told you when I first came out, I was like, I think I just realized something. I was like, all my life up to this point, I thought that there was more white people that were not racist than white people that were racist, and I'm convinced I was wrong the whole time.
That we were talking about that too. Just
there's more racism. I didn't realize.
See, I knew there was a lot because I grew up in a small town, so I grew up in the land of homophobic racisms and holding people back for no reason. And so I knew there was a lot of racism.
What town?
Waxahachie, Texas. You racist bitches.
Shit.
Yeah, and they're probably throwing the N-word back at me right now. That's fine. He sounds like an N-word, but they do. It was like that when I was there. I mean, I haven't lived there in years, but like I've told this before on the podcast, my dad's best friend was a black guy, and he used to let the N-word just fly, and so would the black guy. They would sit there and just talk about people and use that word, and I'm in the back seat confused as fuck, like
scared.
I don't.
Because in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, maybe when they grew their friendship and knew each other, like that was free to fly. That's what it was.
Yeah.
They said it on fucking All in the Family, Archie Bunker, Jeffersons, all that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how people talk to each other.
I watched True Romance last night, and I know you love that movie. And I took some screenshots I meant to send you, and they even worked in they used the N-word. I understand that, and like Samuel Jackson's in it. It's funny. He says he eats everything, pussy and the bud.
Yeah.
But on the captions it says bud. I'm like, you ruined my picture. But there's one part, and I think I took a picture of this. Maybe if not, I'll go back and show you where Christian Slater's talking to Balky from Perfect Strangers, a white guy. And he calls him the N-word, but like under his breath, and I wouldn't even know he said it if I didn't have the captions on. And I had to go back and like turn it way up, and I'm like, why is he just letting that fly?
Whoa.
Like, why is
that
that?
a script? I assume.
Even if it was, if I was an actor, I'd be like...
I feel like Tarantino, he's always got to fit it into a script. It's like
But there was already plenty of other ones in there, and there wasn't even a black guy in the scene. The scene had Michael Rappaport in it. That was as close as it got to a black guy.
That's a real actor right there.
Yeah, of course.
A real fucking hero.
Shout out to our god, Michael Rappaport.
Rappaport.
Yeah. And hopefully Juan Tequila sponsors us or tells us, sends us a cease and desist to edit our podcast for this episode.
Any attention is attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there anything else with that story?
It just closed in. That's like an ongoing case that just happened. It's funny that you bring up why isn't it more on the news, but that
exactly.
it is a thing, and it involves
heat, especially now when people have their eyes glued to news. Like
for ages, just so you know, ages like you asked before, it was 17, 15, 13, and 11 are the
Man,
kids.
I feel like if it was me and 3 brothers or sisters or whatever, I'm a schemer. I would come up with a plan like, hey, I bet if we killed Dad, we wouldn't go to jail. If we let them know he's been raping me and hitting me with a cattle prod. I would devise a plan to get out of that situation. I'd probably suffer and take years of abuse because I'm a kid and raised that way.
Absolute hostages.
Well, here's the thing: is the
absolute devils.
The investigators would have never even known about the situation. They actually were alerted by anonymous phone calls, multiple anonymous phone calls. Which probably could have been the kids.
Might have been the kids.
The kids.
Kids or the kids' friends, like maybe they snuck a wire out to the neighbors.
Something. So here's the last little bit of information. When the couple ended up finding that
The heat is on with the
The
law.
heat is on.
The heat was on with the fuzz, you know.
Every now and then I think of that 80s song. The heat is on. Yeah.
Yeah. So they ended up going on the lam. They fled to Oklahoma.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say they started writing.
As a duo, or they packed the family in the wagon?
It was everybody all together.
I'm so glad you explained that because I was like, now they're fucking lambs too?
No, they went on the lam.
I would have loved it.
I'm speaking your mobster mentality. Man. Come on, you know.
They didn't go in the lamb. They went on the lamb. Okay, I got you.
Buffalo.
Sorry, and my pompadour's not up today.
Okay.
That's my fault.
Need a little more hairspray.
Yeah, I'm almost out.
That's the end of the story.
That's fucked up. That's I think I'm going to call this episode
So they
The
were
Facts of
caught
Life.
eventually.
The facts of life, huh?
Yeah.
You said they ran, but they were
Apprehended. Easily.
But
Yeah.
they also received their punishment. They ended up in Oklahoma. So sentence served.
once they got to the borders, they're like,
You know,
Oklahoma's always been
case.
like it seemed like Oklahoma's always been like 10 years in the past behind wherever we're at here.
and now they're like 4 years in the future with medical marijuana. Oklahoma's actually not that bad. Gambling, marijuana.
It's almost like the suburbs of Texas. It's like people move to the suburbs for a
Yeah.
reason.
We're almost in Oklahoma at this point. It's literally 33 minutes. I know because I have a problem with going to Windstar at 3 in the morning sometimes. But
you really do?
I went a couple weeks ago and I won like $1,000.
One of my homies
So I
from
left with
college
200.
Used to run that 24-hour hot dog stand. No big.
They got a 24-hour hot dog stand?
Son of a bitch.
What are you doing later?
We're going to Windsor.
It's like a Nathan.
Thanks for coming out, man. This was fun. We're
Yeah,
gonna wrap
thanks
it
for
up.
having me.
What's your social media spots? Tell us where your spot is so we
The
can hit on it.
simplest, if y'all want it, my website is johnstringer.com. Jon Stringer, like shoestring, ER.com, and all my social medias on there.
Social
But
media. I like
yeah, my Twitter and Instagram are at JONJStringer, and on Facebook, my fan page. If any of you are still on Facebook, which seems to be like MySpace and Friendster, it's all the same. Facebook.com/John Stringer Comedy. I don't know, that sounded more like I was giving away free tickets to the show.
Sunday. Monster trucks
Oh,
and
I had a
pussy.
good time, man. This was a pleasure.
This was great, man. Thank you for coming.
Out. Yeah,
really
brother.
good, man.
And what do you have stuff on the schedule? Because so there's a comedian in the room, and then we got sales on the other side, and we're basically all salespeople.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's
It's all
I got
touch and go. It's like you can take a gig, but both you and the booker are like, but the shit could be canceled,
Yeah.
right?
Well, just like me and
No
you
promises. Yeah.
like the thing I was upset for most was I was excited to go to Blue Room and to go with you there and to get the feature weekend out of it.
yeah.
And like
Oh.
literally 3 weeks before, 3 weeks. It was what, like 3 weeks before everything shut down, 2 weeks, something like that.
Mid-March, done.
Yeah,
and everybody, and I just assumed it was gonna topple like that.
Yeah,
'cause
I figured.
that 72 hours might have been the craziest because I went from knowing, like, we found out I was on a cruise ship, and on the ship they said, hey, we just found out that if you get off the ship, you're not allowed back on a ship for 21 days. So that fucked up a lot of my schedule, meaning that it spaced out all this, and I had to cancel land gigs, and they said 24 hours later, they're like, wait,
Land gigs.
we can keep you until the end of May and pay you for that entire time. But you have to say yes to that now. I was like, yes. Canceled all my land gigs, feeling like, just about to make a bundle. And then 24 hours later, they're like, we're sending you home tomorrow. You're getting on a plane. Everything's canceled. There's no fucking severance pay. No.
We recommend when you get home, you quarantine yourself.
Yeah, basically quarantine. You guys are like the in close quarters, like some of the first people I've hung out with.
Nice.
So can't wait to cough at you.
Yeah.
To lick surfaces.
I felt like I caught one or two. I don't know if it was from you or Jason, but I don't know. Jason sneezed in his coach bag for us, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want the distance here,
Yeah.
fellas. All
You
right?
sure did.
The
Hank.
CDC says when you have a cough, lean your head back, open your mouth really wide, let your tongue hang out, and get as much air out into the sky. Get it aimed up.
That's good to know. So head back.
45 degrees.
Almost like you're launching hot. Like
And it's
you're
heavy.
launching
It's
it out.
very moist, so
Yeah.
it's gonna most of it fall.
Lots
It's
of
moist
droplets.
and dry, and it's phlegmy.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I derailed your clothes, but
Whatever.
best of luck to you, you little
My
comedian.
my
Best of luck
life
to
is
you.
derailed. It does not matter.
Don't say
But if you want to check our social medias, still in that, you can find us on
We're
Instagram.
on all the shits.
Yeah, we're on all the stuffs at the Open Mic Podcast. Mike is spelled like my name, M-I-K-E on the Inst, and on Facebook, just search the Open Mic Podcast. What's the Twitter handle, Jason?
Open Mic 5000.
Open Mic 5000s. So that's it. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.